here's the video you requested for the manufacturer. Now, like I say, I took great care in installing this and doing all the solder and by religiously. I always use one of these before I plug it up to a battery to make sure I had everything right. Because when I first got this, I'll always plug it in to the computer first and then check Betaflight and all that. And it did have, it took me a minute just to wiggle this part here because it just stayed on that red light. The very first time I ever plugged it in, it just stayed like this, like it's doing now. And but then after I wiggled it and I got the blue light to blink, and then and I installed all the drivers and everything for the USB and everything, and got into Betaflight, and it worked, but not really well. But then I went ahead and said, well, okay, and I put it in. I got another Maytag in here now. It works just fine, and I took great care and did that and used this, and then when I had everything soldered up, I didn't even get very far in the soldering, and I checked everything very good, and it just never, there was no stray solder, there wasn't anything wrong with anything, and I don't know, I can't explain it. It just never worked. It never really did from the get-go. And this is the first time I've ever tried this kind. And I just thought it looked cool and had a nice layout, nice design and all, but instead of going further and wiring up everything else, the camera and all that stuff, because the only thing I really had was some the receiver and the ESCs, and that's all I really had wired up, and it just never worked. I mean, I never saw any smoke or anything zap or anything, because I take great care and I always use this, always, until I am done, and it still just wouldn't. It wouldn't work, and I think the microprocessor was having problems from the very get-go, because I really do, because it had problems even starting right out of the box, So I don't know, but that's that, that's what happened. But like I say, the Maytag was great. I've never had any problems with that, or the Speedy Bee and all those. Never. But this one here, it needs a little work, I think. I don't know, but I was just hoping to somehow get maybe just replace it with maybe a Maytag, or maybe even something just cheaper. I don't care, but that's the video. I appreciate y'all. Thanks, man. I'll continue to be a customer. Y'all have a good day.